Well, tonight you're really in for a treat.
We're having roasted Hollie.
TGIF. It's Friday. FRY. Yep, it's time to do a little bit more frying. I love frying scammers, liars, and cheats. Solo cup, but it just has water. All righty. Here's the deal. Apparently, Hollie made another video yesterday. And interesting comment by one of my subscribers who has some IT skills, shall we say. He says, Big Mouth and Ho-Ho uploaded at the same time at the gas station yesterday. The same person as you said. We already know that. Now, here's the funny thing. I don't watch their dipshit videos because they're just too stupid. And why is somebody trying so hard to keep from getting exposed? If you're not doing anything wrong, if you have no skeletons in your closet to hide, why are you trying so hard, Hollie? Now, here's the deal. Apparently, she challenged me to prove or to show proof that she and Mildred, sneaky loudmouth, whatever, are the same person. We've already proved it. We don't give a shit if you believe it or not. We know it's you. Why would we prove it to you? You already know it. The ball's in your court, Hollie, to follow through in what I challenged you to do. You have this Mildred, which we know is you, do a video with her face on camera and not using a voice changer. Why would you use a voice changer? Wow, can't imagine why. Yeah, why would anybody use a voice changer? You don't see me using a voice changer. I get on here, I do my videos with my face on camera, and luckily the camera hasn't broken. My face on camera, my voice. I don't use a voice changer. I don't use anything. Why? Because I have no need to. Because I'm an honest person. I don't hide behind fake accounts. I'm not a chicken shit like you, ho-ho. Yeah. Yeah, so you have this Mildred. Now watch her, she'll have somebody like record something for her. We know it's you, and we don't have to prove shit to you because our objective was not to prove it to you. Our objective was to prove it to us. But apparently you don't have the brains to figure that out because you ain't too bright, even though you think you are. Yeah, we know it's you. And so it's up to you to prove it's not. It's up to you to prove me wrong. It's not up to me to prove to you that we know it's you because you already know it's you. Why in the hell would we try to prove something to you that you already know? So it's up to you. Ball's in your court now, Hollie. Ball is in your court. It's up to you to prove me wrong. And you can't do it. Again, anybody with half an ounce, a quarter of an ounce of common sense would realize why somebody hides behind a fake account and uses a fake voice. It don't take a rocket scientist. There's only one reason. And the thing is if this really is Mildred, it should be somebody that we don't know. So why would she need to hide behind a fake account and use a voice changer? If we don't know her, she could just use her regular voice. Right? Ooh, wow. Guess what? This one. Common sense. Common sense, Holly. I mean, your subs might be stupid, but mine aren't. And neither am I. We're not stupid like y'all. Yeah. Oh, you're so sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky loudmouth. You are a loudmouth. You see, here's the thing. Here's why I have to keep coming on making these damn videos. Do you think I enjoy making them? Well, some of them I do. Where I'm trolling the shit out of you. I enjoy those a hell of a lot. But I don't want to have to keep coming on here day after day after day. I have things to do. But you keep taking my time. Just like you say, well, we can't get the cabin built, spend too much time on our haters. What? And let me just say, if you subscribers to them believe that shit, you are dumber than a fence post. You are dumber than 10 boxer ox. And by the way, I saw a picture of that cabin. Hello. Well, I would say Clampets, but they could build shit a lot better than that. Hell, Monkey could. Then Elion's up on the roof. Are you an idiot? Yes, you are. That's right. Why am I even asking that question? You got to be the dumbest shit on this face of this planet. Both of you. Neither one of you has the eighth of an ounce of common sense between you. Yeah, one of these days that boy's going to fall and die, and then you guys are going to be in deep shit because, guess what? We have all these photos, we have your videos screen recorded, we have all this evidence. So you better pray really hard that nothing happens to that boy. You guys are fools. I mean, and you people that support them are fools. I mean, I don't understand what the hell you guys are thinking. I really don't. These people are idiots. You've seen Hollie's track record with kids, and it's no better with Elion. So anyway, Hollie, that's the challenge. You have Mildred make a video with her face on camera and a regular voice. So, if you can't do that, what does that prove? It proves you're a liar. It proves you're a chicken shit. It proves that you're hiding behind a fake account. And guess what? It proves that I'm right, which I already know I am. But I just want to see you squirm. Yeah, people, I'm talking to their subs right now. You think I'm lying? Call her out. Call her out. Make her prove I'm lying, which I'm not at all, not a bit. Make her prove it's not her. Yeah, Hollie, we know it's you. We proved it. You upload videos from each account with the same IP. Durr, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out either. You're the same person. All right, so since I'm doing this in the morning instead of the evening, then I need to ask what's for breakfast instead of what's for dinner. Oh, guess what it is? It's roasted Hollie. Damn, you know what? I'm glad I don't have so much shit in my background that you provide days and days and days and days of material. Hell, I could do a week-long comedy routine with it if it was funny, but it's not. It's not funny. It's disgusting. Disgusting. So, oh, what's that? I hear the oven timer going off. It's time for some Hollie roast. Welcome back. Oh, guess what? Ah, man, I got a bug that bit me. Itches. Oh, I might get a rash on my face. I hope not, because I do not want to look like her. Hey, Copper just snorted. He's like, oh. No. Alrighty, so let's get here. I'll speaking Chris. Chris Hollie answers. Yeah. I can't do her laugh. It's like, hell, I don't want to. All right, let's get down to it. All right, it says, and this is all stuff from most of it's from my comments, from my subs. So you know it's not going to be very positive towards the ho-ho. All right. Have you realized that LN is getting as bad as his greedy-ass parents? Where's mine? Is this all I have? I want more. Is that for me? What gets my ass is that Chris and Hollie will drop hints of wanting something and the next day they receive it because their subscribers are frickin' morons. Just like them. Like I said yesterday, who in the hell would support a hoe but another hoe? Who the hell would support a liar, a scammer and thief, than another liar, scammer, and thief? Anybody with any common sense at all wouldn't be supporting them and enabling them. That's just stupidity, which shows you that their supporters that send them this shit ain't too bright. All right, either from Paper Lady, which is actually Hollie, that they say they get stuff from people, so you guys don't know how much money they're actually getting. Or Teresa from Iowa, another made-up person. What's going to happen when these people can't afford to send them anything? I'm so waiting for that day to arrive. Chris thinks everyone should be afraid of his dumb ass. RR. Humor. RR. Yeah, you mean his dumb, scrawny little ass? That's why he has to carry a gun around in his pants. I hope he shoots his balls off if he has any. Yeah. He shoot himself in the twat. My husband would love to run into him. So would I. My husband won't back down from anyone. He has a killer right hook. Cool. Chris doesn't like confrontation. He runs from it. Only protection he has is his gun. Yeah. A man would be able to protect their family without having to carry a gun around illegally. Only a pussy would have to do something like that. Right? Hollie the witch is always saying how she's a law-abiding citizen. Horse shit. Ha. You sure did prove her ass wrong. Yes, indeedy. And Chris has been fired from his jobs because he got caught stealing from every job that he had. Why doesn't that surprise me? And these are the kind of people that their subscribers are protecting. I can hardly wait for their next video to come out explaining those papers. Yeah, the court documents. Yeah, they might try. No, Hollie will take a different direction. Like right now, she's gone to this, having me prove that she's Mildred. It's called deflection. You know, here's the thing. When you've dealt with as many scammers on here as I have, you see the same patterns over and over and over again. And one of the things that they try to do is they try to deflect. They try to get you chasing rabbits. They try to get you chasing something else and leave the main issue alone. Guess what? I ain't dumb. So I ain't leaving it alone. So you can try to get me to chase rabbits all you want. Ain't chasing them. All right. Next person says, I've seen an older video when they were in a restaurant and Elian was standing in his booster chair and the waitresses were even cringing because they were in fear of him falling. But Chris and Hollie just sat there not once trying to get him to sit down. Again, that's because they're stupid. They're idiots. I mean, and people defend them for the way that they're raising Elian, letting him get up on the roof of that cabin where he could fall, break his neck, and die. If you people approve of that, you're just as stupid as they are. Plain and simple. There's no other way to deduce it. Get those bugs, Copper. He's over there chasing. There's a fly in here flying around. Get him. Get him. Oh, skin. Get him. Yeah, get him. Get that bug. He loves, like as in my video yesterday, snap, 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 snap. He loves chasing them. Come here. Come on. No, get out here to where you're not making noise. Come on. Lay down. That's a good boy. Oh, get him. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, you get that bug. Oh, see. Oh, where's he? Anyway, he's so funny. He's such a good dog. It's too bad I never feed him. He's so skinny. Right, Hollie? Yeah. He'd have to go a ways to where you can see his ribs like you can on Elian, which is proof you don't ever feed the kid. You guys, there have been too many people who have contacted me, which I'm going to do a video on that. People who are familiar with you in real life and expose what it's really like when the camera's off. Oh, you're going to enjoy that one. Yeah, you're going to enjoy that one a lot. All right. This person says, did no one not notice they had money for a house, then they couldn't find one to fulfill their needs, then proceeded to have one of the best summers of their life. New clothes, computers, hotels, trips, then put themselves in a spot where they are broke and need everyone's help again, even an RV to live in. Which they're not living in. They're not living there at the campground or their campsite, their shithole, whatever you want to call it. Wake up. I feel so bad for these people giving thousands of dollars and they are laughing and, oh, praise God, they are still pulling this off. And the nerve making videos being crappy to their haters. Yeah, I'm a hater. I don't have any problem admitting I'm a hater. I hate what you're doing. I hate the way that you're raising that child. I hate the way that you're putting them in danger. I hate the way you're scamming your supporters. I hate that your supporters are so damn stupid that they still keep sending you things. God, stupid asses. Person says, and another thing that is really sad to me is in 10 to 15 years, the only thing on that property will be an empty plot of land, devoid of any redemption values and not an effing thing to show for it, but a bunch of derelict buildings and a hole visible from Google Earth. Next person says, with all the money they have received from gullible people over time, they could have purchased a house and land for their son. You see, it has never been about that boy. Everything has been for their own selfish, narcissistic selves, which is the same thing that I've been saying, and that their dipshit subscribers can't see for some reason. Oh, maybe because their heads are up their asses. You think? It started off with a GoFundMe with the description that it was to buy a home for the boy, and then, as the funds started coming in, she changed it to Chris and Hollie's Homestead Fund. Scammers with a bunch of exclamation mark. Yeah, that's what scammers do. It's just like with the Kylie Rodney thing. Lindsay started off with reward money for whoever finds Kylie Rodney. Let's bring her home. Well, then when she found out that AWP was coming and they were going to find her, she changed it. Support for the family of Kylie Rodney. That's fraud. And I'm still pissed at GoFundMe. Bunch of assholes. They can go suck something. Bunch of frickin' idiots. All right, someone else says, they try to put us down because we are haters. Of course we are haters. Who in their right mind wouldn't hate liars, thieves, child abusers? So what they are saying, they are against us because we hate those things? What does that say about them? I think that is a self-answering question. And then someone says, poor Karen, Tammy, Hollie, she sure has a lot of make-believe friends, LOL. Yeah, it's funny how scammers react when they get called out on. Of course, they make no mistakes. They just love scamming and lying to everyone they can. What would Karen, Tammy, Hollie do if everyone stopped donating and supporting them? It would sure make them holler, LOL. Yeah. Oh, God, I hate to hear her holler. Regular voice is enough to make you want to wear earplugs permanently. Someone else says, it blows my mind how much they lied about building a house for Elian. That tiny cabin is ridiculous. And I wouldn't call it a cabin. Hell, I wouldn't even call it a shack. I've seen people put better buildings than theirs in a day. In a day. See, the thing, and here's the thing, people, and I wish you dipshits that keep supporting them, and I hate to keep calling you names, but I can't help it, because you are so damn stupid. You can't see what they're doing, and it's the same thing that I finally convinced people that Jeff was doing. I was like, can't you see what he's doing? Anybody with an ounce of common sense can see what they're doing. They keep drawing it out. They had the funds to buy a home. They went after one that was way out of their price range. And then they went on this spending spree. And you guys let them get away with it. How effing stupid. I mean, how stupid. They've had the money. So what are they doing now? Oh, they get more money coming in. We're going to build a home. They get an RV donated to live in. But Chris starts building this piece of shit, whatever it is, for the simple reason that he wants you to think that they're actually trying to accomplish something. And it's obvious they're not. People, if you know anything about building, you know damn good and well that there's no frickin' way that this piece of shit little shack. Hell, I've seen people have bigger garden sheds. You could have gone to Home Depot. and got a well-built shed that was bigger than this piece of shit, had it installed for, and they've had the funds to do that. You guys are idiots. Complete idiots. And I'm talking to, well, Chris and Hollie are too, but I'm talking to their subscribers. You guys are so easily duped. You can't see the forest for the trees. You can't see what's right in front of your face. You're too damn stupid. Unbelievable. Here, the next person says, I am honestly struggling for words right now. I love how you are exposing her and so thankful to you. I think every mom on here can relate to how sickening she is at not being a mom. If their subs see this and give them 1 cent, then they are totally insane. Please keep these coming. Their channel needs removed. Eyes need open. I want to say thank you again for helping this child in all your hard work. You see, I don't have a personal vendetta against Chris and Hollie. I don't have one against Jeff. I don't have one against anybody. I was asked to get involved because that child needs a better life. And I don't give a shit what any of you say. I don't care what you say. The child does not have a chance unless he is removed from them. Plain and simple. They don't take him to the doctor. They don't take him to see if maybe he has a hearing problem. They don't give a shit about him. And you people say, oh, they care. Bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Get your head out of your ass. Seriously. They don't care. They don't put him in school where he can learn anything. Chris wants him to be and Chris is going to indoctrinate him on all this stupid shit that he believes. The earth is flat. Only an idiot would believe that, which fits perfectly, right? Earth is flat. Oh, the Constitution, which he knows nothing about, but thinks he does. Even on this dang right channel, he's trying to teach people the Constitution. I watched a couple of those videos. What a frickin' moron. Absolutely. I'd love to have stopped him as a cop. I'd have yanked his frickin' ass out of there so fast to make your head spin. I'd have yanked his ass out of there, put him on the ground, cuffed him, and his ass would have gone straight to jail. His vehicle would have been towed. Oh, yeah, like in that one video, he talks so tough when the trooper isn't there at the window. Yeah, when the trooper leaves the window, Jeff, same difference. Chris talking all kinds of shit. Then when the trooper comes back, yeah, Jeff puts a seatbelt on then. You chicken shit, chicken shit, chicken shit, chicken shit. If you believe in something, you hold that belief all the way through. You don't compromise just because you're a chicken shit pussy. Yeah. This next person says, which I agree with 1,000%, says, unbelievable. That is one woman, in quotes, that should have never been allowed to have kids at all. Proof's in the pudding, isn't it? Absolutely right. Next person says, I'm sitting here laughing at the fact that Hollie is finally being exposed as the person she truly is. How is she going to explain her way out of this one? That child is always dirty and wearing rags as clothes. Yeah, you know why? People have sent him boxes and boxes of brand new clothes, but he didn't wear them. Why? Because they take them back to the store and get money for cigarettes, beer, and drugs. Yeah, that's why. Otherwise, he'd be wearing them. Of course, then Hollie wear a shirt for 2 weeks, turn it inside out, and wear it another 2 weeks. So I guess she figures, hell, If I don't have to wear clean clothes near the sea. Disgusting human beings, if you want to call them that. Says even when their subscribers are constantly sending child clothing. Yeah. Where are all these clothes that he's being sent? I just said. Because he surely isn't wearing them. Well, except for the fact a couple of pairs of pajamas that she lets him wear, taking him out in public. God. White trash is as white trash does. If y'all remember when he was an infant and toddler sitting in the back seat of the car, have you seen her once change a diaper after hours of dumpster diving or even feed him? Yeah, except for candy straight out of the dumpster, which could have anything on it. How did he cry? How did he cry for hours in the car while both of the charlatans ignored his cries? And wasn't she the one who claimed she never had done drugs? People, wake up. According to the court documents, sworn testimony, she did plenty of drugs. Right, Hollie? And why all of a sudden did she stop attending the church that had given her the RV? Actually, the church didn't give it to her. Because she got what she wanted out of them. When she's done taking the paper lady to the cleaner, she'll sit back and laugh, thinking, yeah, I got another one. I can go on and on about these hobos. They both sicken me. Well, there is no paper lady. There is no paper lady. Well, actually, there is. Her name is Hollie. One of the videos I watched was of Elian, Ho-Ho, and Chris in a golf cart. Elian was maybe 3 at the time. They were letting him push the gas pedal while he was standing up. Chris slams on the brakes and Elian hits his head. Chris just laughs. Idiot. All their videos are evidence of the way they don't protect their kid. She never tells him to be careful or don't do that. What mother does that? Exactly. A real mother never would allow her child to be in danger like that all the time. Or a father. See, here's the problem. Here's the problem. The reason that Chris wants to raise him to be tough is because Chris wants to live vicariously through him. Because Chris is a chicken shit. Chris is a pussy. And the fact that he has to carry a gun around all the time in his pants shows that. So he wants his son to be what he isn't. But in doing so, all he's doing is teaching him how to be stupid like Chris is. All right, next person says, Ho-Ho and Chris think that any rules do not apply to them. Ho-Ho found her soulmate when she found Chris because he seems to be the only man that approves of her lazy-ass mothering, which is nothing at all, and that's fine with Chris. They both think it's a joke on everyone else that they can act like a pair of fools and laugh at the world. All right. I agree with everything there except for one thing. I don't think that they act like a pair of fools. Because they are fools. It's not acting. There's no need to act. All they have to do is act naturally. Yeah. They are fools. All right, next one says, what a terrible, poor excuse for a mother. No wonder Melanie is like she is and Logan having PTSD. Nothing has changed in her behavior towards her kids. She is doing the same thing to Elian, and the thought of his father not being around is scary to think of. When Richard Crank released these documents to spread awareness, talking about the court documents, that's her ex-father-in-law, Hollie rang Logan and spewed out a tirade of threats and lies. Logan rang his grandfather and pleaded with him not to say any more because he couldn't handle his mother harassing him. See, Hollie talks about, oh, we're bullying her. Oh, we're such bullies. Oh, that's bullying. When in fact, that's all she does to people. Screams and yells and makes threats. But you know what, Hollie? Here's the deal. You can't bully me, neither one of you. You can try. It ain't going to get you very far. Yeah, you can go make all these videos on your fake account. I don't give a shit. Why do I care? I have nothing to hide. I'm not scamming people out of money. I'm not dependent on somebody else to provide my income every month. I got nothing to lose. You do. Now, his mother was harassing him. Yeah, and there's some other documents that I've seen on this and conversations between Logan and other people. Which, Hollie, if you keep running your mouth, I'm going to bring those up too. You just cannot keep your mouth shut. So I'm probably going to end up presenting them because you don't know when to shut the F up. They put on a big act in front of the camera, but it's a totally different story away from it. She tried to blame a recent black eye on falling over something. But people they know say otherwise. They have been witnesses to domestic abuse. Terrible. You should both be ashamed of yourselves, Chris and Hollie. Your conduct is absolutely disgraceful. Keep up the excellent work, Kevin. You are an ambassador for that poor boy. Yep. I'm trying to be because that's my whole purpose. Yeah. I want to get that boy taken away. I know a lot of you don't agree with me, but whatever. If you have any common sense at all, you know that if he stays with them, he doesn't have a chance. He has no chance. I mean, the very fact that they haven't taken him to the doctor, the very fact they haven't taken him to get his ears checked, the very fact that they haven't put him in school to where he can learn, he needs to be taken away. And just so you know what's going on, Chris and Hollie, I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that happens. And you can threaten me all you want. You can try to bully me all you want. It don't make any difference. I ain't stopping. Somebody said, oh, they might end up rolling up on your house. Oh, God, I hope so. I hope so. I'd love that. I'd love it. Couple of morons. All right, next person says, what a disgusting human being. And she still feeds candy to Elian. No wonder he's so skinny. She needs that kid taken away now in caps with a bunch of exclamation marks. Today, before something bad really happens to him. I wish his family would step up and do something for that child before it's too late. Yeah, they've actually had a falling out with both sides of the family. They want nothing to do with these two pukes. This person says, I just saw their new video and they were nothing but straight up liars. Now they said they are not building it to live in, but for somebody camping overnight. And these followers are eating the lies up. And who in the hell, in their right mind, would want to stay in that garbage dump? I sure as hell wouldn't. Okay, now this person here, English is not their first language. So cut them a little slack. She does the something with Elian. She lets him eat candy in lots of the videos. You can see him eating candy, and I'm over here. Why let him eat candy? He needs food. Yeah, a lot of us have said the same thing. Because she's too damn lazy to cook anything. She either goes get takeout or pours... she's disgusting. Both of them are. Instead of her saying, no, you have not had breakfast, lunch, dinner, she lets him eat it or getting up and making him something to eat instead of getting up and making him something to eat. Yeah, and we saw that one of the court documents, didn't we? Kids are begging her for food. She won't get up and cook. She just hands them a bag of candy. And lazy ass. Piece of shit. She doesn't care as long as they leave her alone. Which is exactly what that court testimony said. The no good mother. Yeah, that's mother very loosely said. She lets him because she's too effing lazy to make something, and he eats candy because he's hungry. Yeah. Disgusting, disgusting people. All right. Next person says, I think they change their story and make things up as they go along. Different day, different story. I mean, people do change their minds, but they never seem to get anywhere. I don't even think they will be happy in that trailer for long. Oh, they're not. They're not living in there. They're not living in it. They don't live at that site. It's bullshit. This person says they didn't get that camper from the church. That's another BS story. The person who gave it to them did not want their subscribers or anyone else to know who gave it to them. They made up the D&D ministry so no one would know. All they do is lie, 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 and more lies. Then wonder why people don't like them. And by the way, I tried looking up this D&D Ministries. I think it stands for Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, there's no such thing as D&D Ministries. If there were, you'd think you'd be able to find it on Google. As far as Google and DuckDuckGo and every other search engine, it doesn't exist. I mean, there's a D&D Ministries, but it's not in their area. You know, it's in another state up north. I mean, I found like 5 of them that are in different states. One out here, a couple out here, actually. One in, I think it was Michigan. Hell, I don't know. But there wasn't any in Virginia. All right. Next one says, Chris thought he was tough sheet cleaning up the yard that did not even belong to him. This is when they moved into that house that wasn't theirs and tried to claim it. Another waste of time on his part. Moving right into a house where someone else has paid the property taxes. How convenient. He wanted brownie points for mowing the lawn. Just goes to show he will try anything to get something for nothing. And the look on Hollie's face when they were told to get out was scary. How's that different from any other time? As far as I'm concerned, her face is always scary. Yeah, her horns started popping out of her head at that point, right? All right. Next person says, they are horrible people, but taking the child, I think, is harsh. Make them take classes and learn how people are supposed to act. That child does need help. I know you mean well, but now I'll let the person explain it who responded to that statement. Says that would not work. They do not want to change. You can make them take classes, but it only works if you want it to, and you can see by the drunkenness that they have no desire to change. How long should you leave that poor child in filth and no schooling? He's already years behind other children his age, and he's not getting any socializing skills which comes from being around other children his age. Whole Hollie has had about enough chances. She's failed with all of her kids. And the problem is, at least in a couple of the other relationships, the guy that she was with had some common sense. And that's the problem with this situation. You've got two people who are equally stupid. You've got two people who are equally morons. The kid has no chance unless he's taken away. And that is my goal, as I've said. And for those of you that don't like it, tough shit. All right, this person says, wow, that was an honest, truthful video. This is the first one where I showed the court documents. Poor Elion, to have a mother like that, and like you said, it's still going on. I would really hate to see what goes on behind closed doors in these woods. Oh, you will. Yeah. When I come out with that video of people that have been around them in real life. Get nervous now, Hollie. I know that you're going to start doing all kinds of videos and saying all kinds of shit against me. Trying to protect your sorry ass. Ain't working. Wow, I can only imagine all the yelling and screaming. I could just see how Hollie acts, especially when they are drunk and high. Yeah. All right, this person says, I never, ever financially supported Chris and Hollie. But I did by watching their videos, and I thought they were okay until it all became apparently clear within a few videos. When they left that rat-ass trailer and moved to Smith Island, I was one that told Petite Fireball to be careful because they are losers. They financially and emotionally devastated her. They ruined her home. Every home they film videos in are trashed by them. And look at any videos they've done in this RV. It's a shithole. It was in pristine condition when it was given to them. They turn everything, these are just the type of people, they do not know how to take care of anything. Everything they get, they turn into shit. Oh, that rhymes. I should make a song on it. Everything they get seems to turn to shit. Because they are both shit. So everything, it's like the Midas touch. Except everything they touch turns to shit instead of gold. Midas. All right. Yeah. And then they turned around and tried to blame Petite Fireball, making a video saying it was all her fault. Bullshit. Bullshit. And I have a video that I actually screen recorded of hers that I'm going to use here before too long. Probably use it with my other one of people exposing who they are in real life. Or she tells her side of the story, which is completely different than Chris and Hollie's. Because Chris and Hollie are liars. Yeah, they have trashed every place they've lived in. Okay, the house that or the trailer they rented from Petite Fireball, Chris builds a tool shed right on top of the septic tank. What kind of idiot? And then, of course, the pressure causes it to burst. There's shit everywhere. There's shit backed up in the toilet. There's shit in the yard. And aliens out there playing in the shit, chasing the ball. And Hollie's like, oh, he's okay. I mean, come on. This person says, remember Elion's bedroom in the red house? Elion's favorite? Poor kid has never known home or had one. Yeah, I guess that's the only place that she actually tried to decorate a little bit. All right. Now, this person, I swear, I told this person, you'd have sworn I wrote this. I mean, it's not me. It's one of my subs, or at least one of my viewers. Which, once I read it, you'll see that it's like another version of me. It says, in the beginning, I noticed Melanie carrying little Elion on her hip and always watching it. Hell, Elion probably called her mama, because when he did start talking, he didn't call Hollie mama, he called her Hollie. I support your efforts to get these two losers behind bars. Don't give up. Don't let them shut you up. They won't. I am sick of these pukes, so-called human beings. Every word you have said is 110% the truth about these two, as seen in their own documentaries. I have several times gone on their comments and told people not to donate. Don't give them financial support, and even got into it with Chris and got blocked. LOL, pussy. Yeah. You see, you swear I wrote this, but I didn't. And the next one, too, is exact words of what I have said. She goes, in that laugh of Hollie's, it is to me like fingernails on a chalkboard. I said the same thing, except I said that about her voice in general, especially that one that I did a reaction video to where she's, I mean, it's just like, oh, and I remember in the video, I just go, shut up. I mean, I was just my own reaction, you know. It's just like, like I said, if I was around her, if I had to go around her, I would take a complete roll of Gorilla Tape, and the bitch would end up looking like the mummy by the time I got done, because I'd wrap her ass where she couldn't make sound. Says, what do you think that nice camper that Christians, in quotes, drove to their subscribers' property and dropped off in mint condition looks like now? So what do you think it looks like now? We know what it looks like now. We've seen a couple of videos where the inside of it is just freaking trashed already. And while we are on the subject of subscribers' property, that GoFundMe needs to be looked at. They dug their dirty mitts into that and used the funds for things other than what the intended purpose was for. Gee, imagine that. Oh, these fine, upstanding Christian people did something like that? No. And yes, shame on everyone who gives into these two spoiled con artists. By the way, Hollie's been driving, so she either got her license in Virginia, they came from the state I reside in, North Carolina, used a fake name, or it's driving illegally. Well, she's got 8 different aliases that she uses. Yeah, because I'm sure she hasn't paid her back child support. All right, this person says, the thing is, no one but a couple of the subs ever asked the important questions. Do you have all the legal requirements for building shacks? Is it true that you have to have people in to check that the building is safe? Only a couple of people have asked this question, and they get told to shut the hell up or go have a beer and chill out. Why do they never question them? Everybody else can see they are getting nowhere with this building lark. It's turning into some kind of comedy sketch show. All right. So, in order to be honest, if it's just for storage and it's not meant to be a dwelling to live in, they don't need permits. Well, in some counties you do, even to put in a shed. You have to have permits. But a lot of places you can put stuff in like that, unless you're going to have electrical and septic and all that plumbing, you know, unless you're going to have that, you don't need a permit. I really haven't looked into it in that area to see what you can and can't do as far as building. But that could be one reason some people haven't asked. But we don't know for sure that a permit isn't required to build anything because, like I say, a lot of places you have to have a permit to even build a shack, build a garden, put in a garden shed. So I don't know. I'll look into it though. I'll look into it. And if you have to have a permit, I'm contacting Patrick County because I know where they live. In fact, I showed where they live, but then they bitched, did a privacy complaint, and had that short video taken down. That's all right. You know, I can always put it back up. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. They have, you know, they like on that first video I did, Hollie filed a privacy complaint. And a lot of good that's doing, huh? Right now, there are 1,583 views and 159 comments. So, even if YouTube were to take it down today, there's already been 1,600 views, basically. People have already seen it. Almost 160 comments. Hello? But the very fact that she wants it struck down, what does that tell you, people? She knows. Here's the thing, Hollie. You challenged me to come with proof. So I come with proof, and what do? Get rid of the proof. Yeah. Hypocrite. All right. Let's move on. All right, this is in reference to Chris sending me that $30, which I sent back. Wow, Chris just proved that he has money. Probably not even his. No, none of it. None of it is earned. That's why one of the reasons I won't accept it. It's not their money to give. It's their subscribers' money. I don't want their money. If I was starving, I wouldn't want their money. By that, I mean not earned by him. Yeah, same thing I said. In the means of work. If he invested all the money that was donated to him in Ho, he would have had a cabin by now. I've seen plenty of guys build huge cabins without a blueprint. No complaints of being tired, overworked, or blaming it on the weather. I watched a video that one man built a huge cabin in 9 months. If Chris had used all donations wisely, he could have done the same. Instead, he complains, too tired. He melts when it rains. Yeah, you remember who else melts when it rains? Ah, my pretty. Yeah, that bitch went bye-bye. I wonder what would happen to Chris if you threw a bucket of water on him. I know what would happen to Hollie. I'm melting. I'm melting. Hell, I'd even pay if that video was behind a paywall. Yeah. All right. This person says, the more I think of it, the more it shows that a lot of their followers must have given up their children just like Ho-Ho did. Just like Ho-Ho did, or they would not be following them. Again, like I said, hoes defend hoes, liars defend liars, scammers defend scammers. No person in their right mind would defend them. I mean, I watched like 2 videos because when I was asked to get involved with them, I watched 2 videos and I'm like, these people are shitbags. Plain and simple. All right, I want to read you my response when this Karen Hollie, under her fake Karen Baker account, came in and started talking shit, saying that it's a disgrace what I was doing to Chris and Hollie. Whatever. All right, here's my response. I said, honestly, I'll tell you what a disgrace is. It's a disgrace to be so stupid as to make this kind of comment. It's a disgrace to lie to people and scam them out of money when you are physically capable of working. It's a disgrace to have a 6-year-old child who is operating at a 2 or 3-year-old level. How am I doing so far? It's a disgrace not to take him to a doctor to see if there's a problem. I think he has a hearing problem. I think he has some kind of something going on with his ears, because he talks like a deaf person. It's a disgrace to come on here begging for food money, then make a video the next day where you're clanking beers together that you supposedly did not have the money for, and let me add, the day before. I could mention many more things, but let me also say that it's a disgrace for you to come into my comments defending such people as this. Just in case it wasn't her. I found out it was. What you are doing is basically putting yourself at the same level, which is truly sad. And that goes for the rest of you who support them or defend them. You are at their same level. And I also know just from your name that you are one of their sympathizers, which it actually was her. So do yourself a favor and keep your fingers to yourself so you don't reveal yourself to be a fool. Yeah, do that on your videos. You do quite well. So if we speak out against them, we are bullies. But when Hollie makes videos about me using a fake account and voice, it is not. Laughing my ass off. It cracks me up how all scammers have such double standards. Ain't it the truth? Ain't it the truth? It's okay for them to do whatever they want, but if someone comes back at them, they are haters and bullies. Y'all need to take a good look in the mirror. Hopefully it doesn't crack. Yeah. You can tell by the way Hollie looks, she doesn't really look in the mirror. Just saying. And by the way, this is not me. This is subscriber. Sorry. Next statement. And by the way, answer one more of your questions. How do you scam people out of money? Simply tell people that you are using money to buy a house for a little boy and you use it for other things like drugs and beer. As far as telling people to get out there more, I think you have been out too much, like your mind. Yeah. Well, alcohol and drugs will do that to you. All right, this person says, those court documents of the abuse of her other 3 kids were given to someone in a group. Her son told the grandfather to put them out there so people could see the truth about her, in hopes it would get Elion help. Anyone can get those documents. It's public knowledge. Also, Hollie, you were the one who sent to Mildred and brought the documents back up. Who went to Mildred and brought the documents back up. So, yeah, and I told you to shut the hell up, and you couldn't keep your mouth shut. So it's your own fault if they come out. Kevin's not the only one with copies. Oh, I'm far from the only one with copies. I'm one of many, 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 many. But I'm the one that's putting them out there. All right, this person who knows Hollie quite well and has been dealing with her since the beginning says, Hollie is Mildred, Paula, Loudmouth Biarch, Tammy, Karen, and the many other multiple accounts she has made. There are copies of those court documents in the hands of numerous people now. What she put her kids through was just disgusting. Logan did not ask his grandfather to share them. It was Richard's choice to do so in order to spread awareness of what she did to her kids. All right, next person says, Hollie said one of the YouTube haters passed away, like it was karma. How horrible to speak of the dead. Who was that passed away? Where did Chris get the money? Another video, he had to work on others' campers' roofing to be able to buy fuel and food. If his camper is costing 5 gallons of gas every 2 days for AC, what will it cost to heat? Those donors better dig deeper in their pockets. A no-brainer would be to hook to electricity. Oh, I forgot, they're living off-grid. Wouldn't living off-grid be a solar system instead of electric and the cost of gas? All right, that's what I'm going to do on my property in Arizona. I'm going to put one of those dome homes on it, and I'm going to equip it with solar panels. I'll also have a gas generator for backup, but that's only when there's no sun, which in Arizona isn't very often. Another idea, maybe they could use their poop-filled buckets and produce their own gas. As I'm sure there's a whole lot of that in those blue buckets. Yeah, don't light a match. Boom! All right. Person, this is a follow-up by another person. Says, yes, I was just going to ask, who is this hater they're talking about? Just shows they don't even have any respect for the dead. Not very Christian. Now trying to persuade people not to hate on them because they might be next. Plus, they dragged Petite into it. She's not even on YouTube anymore. Then saying, oh, if only she was nice, we could have got her thousands more subs. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think they're not living on that land. Oh, I guarantee you they're not. All right, speaking of the court documents, this is a person talking about one that I do not have possession of, but they have seen. And I know this person is trustworthy, is a friend of mine. And so I'm going to read what she says. She goes, I have seen one document where it details Melanie's hospitalization for infections, and one where it talks about her letting Elliot go with his dad for whatever she can claim from the government for him. Yeah, she gave up custody if the father would let her have the benefits. What does that say? Money is more important than my child. And that's exactly how she views Elian. He is a money maker. He is a cash cow. And that's the only thing she cares about. She don't care about him, neither does Chris. And I don't care what any of you say. You can say, oh, they care, they're just stupid. Yeah, I agree with that too, that they're stupid. But if they cared, they wouldn't be putting him in the situations. They give him his own plate of food. The kid's starving to death. If you can't frickin' see that, you are blind. Oh, I get my own plate of food? He said that a few videos back. Oh, I get my own plate of food? The kid's 6 years old. He should be a first grader. And he still got to eat the scraps off your plates? You're pieces of shit. Don't tell me you care about him. That's why he's so damn skinny. You can see his ribs. He looks like a starving dog. You've seen these videos about these starving dogs they find along the side of the road with the ribs showing? That's exactly what Elian's looking like. All right, it says Melanie was taken to the hospital by her dad. Yeah, Hollie wouldn't bother. So the dad took Melanie for visitation and saw that there were some things going on. It says Melanie was taken to the hospital by her dad as he and Mr. Crank wanted the two kids to know each other and be close. Melanie's dad took her to see Logan, when he had her for visitation rights, and she was really ill with ear infections and an infection that was really bad on her private parts. She was bruised all over and hungry. Hollie, you are a piece of shit. This just pisses me off to read it. I've already read it, but it's pissing me off to read it again. I could lock you in a room and have somebody come in and beat you, put bruises all over your body, and leave you in there to starve, leave you in there with infections to rot. Serve you right. She was really ill with ear infections and an infection that was really bad on her private parts. She was bruised all over and hungry. He took her to the hospital, and she was so ill, they put her on a drip for 4 days. As far as the court documents before Mr. Crank, Richard Crank, her ex-father-in-law, before he revealed them, it says Mr. Crank asked Logan, of course, Logan's her oldest son. Mr. Crank asked Logan well before he posted them, and Logan agreed. Originally, he, as in Logan, only changed his mind when Chris and Hollie were screaming threats and crying down the phone to him after no contact with him for 4 years. You bitch. Both of you, little bitches. Chris is as much of a little bitch as you are. I almost for the first time said the F word. It may come out. These people piss me off so bad, are so disgusting. Pieces of shit. God, this pisses me off. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. Oh, God, I tell you what. Hollie blackmails really well. If she senses weakness, she is happy. Well, you ain't going to sense any weakness here, bitch. Good luck. Yes, she took the child by deception. She knew a cop who went and saw her dad and took her from him, claiming it was because Hollie was her primary guardian. He wasn't within his right to keep her. That was all lies. That's what she was saying. It wasn't within his right to keep her. It was all lies. She knew this cop, and he had no authority to do anything of the sort. Both Chris and Hollie threatened Mr. Crank for exposing all this, and Logan, the poor kid, rang his granddad to tell him to stop. Yeah, you really cared about Logan, didn't you, Hollie? He disowned you. He wants nothing to do with you because you're a piece of shit. So you don't see him for 4 years. And then when they're going to put out these documents, see, this is how she operates, people. She's trying to do the same thing to me, and it ain't working. And it ain't going to work. Because I ain't a pussy. So you can threaten me all you want. You can do whatever. I don't give a shit. It's still coming out. You can take the videos down. I'll just put it out again. I'll put it on Rumble. I'll put it on Patreon. I'll even start a Patreon and not charge people for it. And put these videos on there. I don't care. I'll get the information out however I have to do it. Because you need to be exposed. This is, God. She had infections. She had bruises all over her body. Gee, I wonder where that came from. You frickin' bitch. You child abuser. Both of you are scum. LM needs to be taken away from you now. I'm going to start making some calls again today because you assholes do not deserve to have a child. I don't care what you do. I don't care what threats you make. I don't give a shit what you do. I will not rest until that child is in a safe home, living a normal life, and away from you idiots.